Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today is Super Bowl Sunday. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. There's something I want to talk about to get it off my chest. I don't know if anyone realizes it, but I'm a father. I'm a father. I have a daughter. I have I think she's 24 years old. Her birthday was the 23rd of last month, and she moved out of the house about I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I think she moved out of the house. She went through. I didn't see her. I well, I had her with the mother. Me and the mother gave birth to her. Me and the mother gave birth to her, and we moved out of my parents' house. And me, the mother, and my child moved into an apartment on East 28th off of Avenue U. This is going back 24 years. You know, so we weren't in the apartment long before me and the mother got into a really big fight. And then I didn't see my daughter for like 2 years. The mother wouldn't bring her over. I didn't go back to the apartment after the fight, and I continued paying for the apartment so they could live there. Eventually, they moved out. The mother took me for child support, and she ended up getting less money from child support than what I was giving her. So then that made her upset, and I didn't see it for like 2 years, and my mom stepped in uh, and uh, kind of like adopted my daughter from the mother who was kind of like a drug addict at the time. You know, I didn't see it for about 2 years, and then after 2 years, she started coming over. Like she'd come over on the weekends and stuff, and I would work during the week. And we would have a lot of fun together. Like I would take her out all over the place. We would go for walks. We would go for walks. We'd walk all the way to Prospect Park from my house, from my parents' house on Avenue P, and Ryder Street. We'd walk. I'd put her in the carriage. We'd walk all the way to Prospect Park. I'd take her on train rides into Manhattan, to carousels in Manhattan, and different parks in Central Park and Prospect Park, and I would take it to museums like I think I took it to MoMA once or twice, and I took it to the Intrepid a couple of times. I took it to the Bronx Zoo a handful of times. You know, we go to Prospect Park Zoo. I'd take her fishing. We'd go out on the boats in Sheepshead Bay, and we'd go off at the waters in New Jersey on these big boats in Sheepshead Bay. And she loved that. That was one of her favorite things to do. And, of course, I took her to the riding academy, and we went horseback riding and stuff. I had a lot of fun with her when she was growing up, when she was in my arms. Then she kind of went into high school, drifted away a little bit in high school, and we drifted even further apart when she went into college. Then eventually she moved out of the house, and we had plans. We made plans that what we would do is we'd see each other like twice a month because she got a job and she was going to college and she moved out. And our plans was to see each other like once or twice a month, and that I would treat her for dinner and maybe give her a couple dollars, whatever I could do for her. And she ended up she became interested in boys, and she started seeing a boyfriend and stuff. And so she lives with her boyfriend now. She lives with her boyfriend on Staten Island. I don't ever get to see her. I didn't get to see her for my birthday. I didn't get to see her for Christmas. I didn't get to see her for her birthday. And you could understand why I kind of have some issues, maybe. You know, uh, so like now's the Super Bowl, and like the Super Bowl was one of like my best moments with her, where like the Super Bowl would come up, and I'd take whatever money I had or whatever food stamps I had, and I'd go to the grocery store, and I do like a course for every quarter of the Super Bowl. So like I remember for the first quarter, there was this one year for the first quarter, I did like stuffed baked clams, and then for like the second quarter, I did like chips and dip, like an artichoke dip or something. I ended up buying like the grand finale was like these ribs that I bought. and made ribs, and I loved it so much, like being able, she wasn't a girlfriend, and she wasn't a sexual partner. She was my daughter, and there's nothing that I loved more than being able to cook for her and being able to take care of her. I remember I got my Social Security. I got the retroactive pay from my Social Security. I took her out. I bought her a computer. I bought myself $400 headphones. I said, you want these headphones or what do you want? And she goes, no, Daddy, I want these headphones. They were like, girly headphones instead of the Bose headphones. She ended up robbing my $400 headphones, and I never got them back from her, and she completely destroyed them. And then she ended up buying her own set of headphones after she destroyed mine. And I'm not mad at her for it, but that's the kind of things that fathers go through, I guess, and stuff with her boyfriend. Now, she's got boyfriends and stuff, and I really have not much to say about, what she does, but so I don't get to see my daughter much, and I'm kind of stressed out about that, and I have some issues over it, but so those moments, and I long for those moments, to share with someone, and I think like if I find a girlfriend, I would kind of there's a part of my soul that would treat her almost like she was my daughter, and I guess that's it. That's all I want to say. You know, I hope everyone has a good day. I got some snacks for the Super Bowl. I think I have some food stamps, so I think I'm going to go to the grocery store before they close. Maybe get some stuff for the Super Bowl, and I'll watch it with my mom and my dad, and maybe me and my mom will eat a little bit, and we'll have a nice Super Bowl Sunday. I hope everyone has a good one, and peace out. Bye. Bye.